This video presentation is prepared to briefly introduce Harmonitor 3000 XP application and its software. For further details and specific functions, please refer to the manual. Harmonitor 3000 XP is accurate to NIST certification, scientific, state-of-the-art, portable, comprehensive, and user-friendly power analyzer with some unique features. It is an ideal electrical instrument for engineers, technicians, electricians, and other professionals. With Harmonitor 3000 XP, you may identify the source and magnitude of any electrical problems as well as any inefficiencies in the electrical distribution. You may subsequently receive a powerful data analysis with specific solutions to remedy, and finally, verify results and performance of any electrical devices. As a standard package, it can directly measure voltages of up to 600 volts and currents of up to 3000 amps. However, you may purchase other accessories for measurement of a variety of voltages and currents. In this first segment, I would like to briefly demonstrate Harmonitor 3000 XP as a standalone power analyzer. The hardware is robust yet simple to operate. Most basic functions are accessible simply by pressing an easy-to-read button, while more advanced features are available through an intuitive user interface. Overall, you will find the Harmonitor 3000 XP very easy to use as well as providing powerful features. Now, more about the Harmonitor 3000 XP hardware.
The Harmonitor can be powered by batteries or a wall power adapter. The Harmonitor comes standard with three 3000 amp CTs and 4 color-coded voltage clips standard. If you want to use different CTs than the standard 3000 amp CTs, please refer to the manual. Always connect the CTs and voltage leads to the Harmonitor before attaching them to a load. When attaching CTs, make sure you connect them on the correct phase and in the correct direction, indicated by the arrow pointing toward the load. Also, make sure the voltage leads are connected to the proper phases. After properly connecting the CTs and voltage leads, press the on button to power the unit up. If this is the first time your Harmonitor is being used in your country, you must set which frequency you will be measuring. If you're using 50 Hz, starting with the unit off, hold down the hold button, power factor button, and then press and hold the on button until you see 50 Hz mode displayed. If you're using 60 Hz, starting with the unit off, simultaneously hold down phase and kW, and then press and hold the on button until you see the 60 Hz message displayed. After setting the unit for either 50 or 60 Hz, you do not need to set it again unless you need to measure a different frequency. Press Volt to get past the startup screen. Next, you will need to select the memory location you wish to save a snapshot in by pressing and holding the Mem key until the memory location you want to use is selected. When you are ready, release hold by pressing the Hold button. You will now see the connection check screen. This screen will indicate if you have properly connected the CTs and voltage leads. If there is a problem with your connections, correct them before moving on. When you are satisfied that all the connections you have made are correct, press and hold Volt until the volt measurement screen appears. At this time, you are taking measurements and you can press the button for different functions to view the calculated parameters of the load. When you are done taking measurements in the energy audit mode, press the hold button until you see the HLD indicator on the display. This indicator shows that the Harmonitor is no longer taking measurements and the last data that you sampled is safely stored in memory. It is important to note that you should always turn hold on before changing or removing CTs or voltage leads while sampling, or else the minimums and maximums that are saved in memory may not be accurate. Now, for demonstration purposes, I will show you previously recorded data and show you the different functions Harmonitor can perform. First, phase voltages, phase currents, power factor, kilowatt, kVA, and harmonics. The harmonic display shows individual harmonics for both current and voltage, as well as the total harmonic distortion for the phase. To view other phases, hold down the phase key until the phase you'd like to view is displayed. To scroll through harmonics that are above a certain percentage, hold the Harm button. This will only display values that are out of IEEE standard magnitudes. If you'd like to cycle through harmonics individually, press and hold Shift and then press the Harm button to scroll sequentially through each individual harmonic. Now that you have successfully performed an energy audit, you can now continue on by taking a power analysis. Before using the power analysis mode, you should always perform an energy audit to confirm that CT and voltage connections to the load are correct. To change from energy audit mode to power analysis mode, press and hold Shift Mode until the desired mode is displayed. After you switch to power analysis mode, begin by selecting which log you want to save data into by pressing and holding the Mem key until the log you wish to use is selected. Next, select how often you want the harmonitor to save a sample. You do this using the delay up and the delay down functions. Now you need to specify how many samples you wish the harmonitor to save before it stops saving data. You set this number using the stop up and stop down functions. When you are satisfied with your settings, press hold to begin sampling. The harmonitor will indicate how many samples it has taken and will automatically stop when it has saved all the samples that you previously specified. While it is sampling, you may start and stop sampling at any time by using the hold button. When you have completed your power analysis, you can immediately view all your collected data by pressing Shift Mode to switch to Data Viewer mode. Here you can see all the data collected in power analysis mode. If you need, use the Mem key to switch to the log you wish to view. To view data from different phases, use the phase key to switch to that phase. Now, scroll through each sample back and forth using the PF and KW buttons. When you are done using your harmonitor, turn it off using the off button.
In this next segment, I would like to talk about the Harmonitor 3000 XP software. You will find the software very simple and user-friendly to operate, while it accurately and comprehensively collects all of the pertinent data and electrical parameters provided by the hardware. The software is very robust, providing multiple reports, charts, graphs, and data summaries. A subsequent powerful analysis of the data can be provided by experienced professionals upon request. The software also provides a specialized statistical path analysis function for performance verification of any electrical or energy devices implemented. Now, more about the Harmonitor 3000 XP software.
If this is the first time you have used Harmonitor with your computer, you must first set up communication. You do this by first connecting your harmonitor to the computer, turning it on, and then opening the software. Go to Tools, Settings. On the Communication tab, click Auto Detect. Click Finish, and then OK. Now your harmonitor is ready for communication. To download data that has been previously saved on your harmonitor hardware, first, click the Offline button. Select the Radio button to indicate whether you want to download a snapshot or a power analysis. Then, select which memory location you want and click Download. First, let's download a snapshot. When prompted, enter the name that you want to save the snapshot as and click Save. Here is the waveform data for all three phases. To enlarge this data, double-click anywhere on the graph. To reduce the size of the graph, double-click again. The next graph shows power factor. To view kilowatt, double-click. To view power factor again, double-click again. Next, we have the current total harmonic distortion. To view voltage total harmonic distortion, double-click. To view current again, double-click. Next, we have the frequency spectrum of each phase of voltage and current. To see other phases, single-click. To see actual magnitudes in tabular form, double-click anywhere on the graph, then single-click to see other phases. To return to bar graph mode, double-click again. On any graph, you can enlarge a portion, first by clicking with the left mouse button on the upper left-hand portion of the area you wish to enlarge, and dragging to the lower right portion, and then releasing the mouse button. You can pan through the graph simply by clicking and holding the right mouse button and dragging the graph around. To zoom out, click and hold the left mouse button and drag to the upper left, then release the mouse button. To close the window, press the X button. Next, to download a previously recorded power analysis file, click Offline, click the PA from Memory radio button, select the memory location you wish to download, and press the Download button. Enter the name to save the file as, and press the Save button. When prompted, enter the client and location names and press OK. The default graphical display is voltages for phases A, B, and C. To view other graphs, go to the View menu, select the type of graph you wish to view, and then select which phase you'd like to view. To see data in a tabular form, double-click on the graph. Here, the first column shows the date timestamp for each sample. Next, phase voltages, phase currents, power factors, real power, apparent power, reactive power, total harmonic distortion for both voltage and current, and finally kilowatt hour. To close this window, press the X button. To open a file, you may either click the Open Toolbar button, or you can go to the File menu and click Open File. Next, select the location and the file itself you wish to open. When prompted, enter the client and location names and press OK. For more information on voltage and current event options, please refer to the manual. To maximize a document window, double-click on the title bar of that window. The file that we opened was a power analysis file taken while in online mode. We will refer to online mode shortly. Seen here is a voltage graph over time of all three phases. To see data in a tabular form, double-click on the graph. Here we see all the calculated values. The far left column has a timestamp for each individual sample. These values are color-coded to indicate when events occurred. For more information, please refer to the legend at the bottom of the spreadsheet. Following the timestamp are individually calculated values for each phase for voltage, current, power factor, real power, apparent power, reactive power, total harmonic distortion for both voltage and current, and finally, kilowatt hour. To view individual harmonic information, double-click anywhere on the chart. Here, for both voltage and current, for each phase and each sample, we have total harmonic distortion, the magnitude of the fundamental, as well as a magnitude for each individual harmonic from the second to the 32nd harmonic. To see this information graphically, go to View, Harmonics Graphs, and choose the set of harmonics you wish to view. Seen here, we have the current harmonics for phase B. To close the window, click the X button. To perform online measurements with the Harmonitor connected to a computer while it is connected to a load, click the Online button. This will bring up the Online Mode window. Here, you have the choice to perform a combination of real-time measurements, power analysis, and statistical path analysis. Real-time measurements allow you to see continual snapshots of the load, downloaded in real time. However, real-time measurements alone are not saved on the computer. Power analysis files, however, will show you similar information as real-time measurements, but all the data will be saved to the computer for later viewing and analysis, as we have previously covered. Statistical path analysis is a specialized tool for evaluating the performance of any electrical or energy device. For more information, please refer to the manual.
I hope the foregoing brief presentation of Harmonitor 3000 XP, hardware and software, features and capabilities, highlighted its powerful application in the fields of electrical and energy engineering. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact us at www.philharmonic.com. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for your attention.